What's going on? What's going on? IG. Thank you for joining me, Miss Tangela. What's going on, Miss Tangela? Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you, everybody out here. We're joining in on Facebook Live as we loading in on the Facebook. I am Mark Wiggins. Welcome to the fourth Wednesday of the month, King Conversations, as we have started a new practicing getting our programming up on a regular basis. And look here, ain't no small feat on this. What am I doing? What am I into? Tans of what I'm into is this show tonight. So hang out, kick it with me as we talk about King Conversations. This King Conversations is a conversation that is happening among men. And we're talking about stuff that matters to us, stuff that you may not hear a lot about, but we do have these conversations. We are still building up the show, building out the show, scheduling guests to come on the platform to discuss different topics. Well, we often hear about conversations with men as it pertains to relationships and how good they are, how bad they are, or how we need some additional help. But what we don't hear about is hold on here. I'm live on the other side. Let me change that. Can't have that going on, some feedback. What you don't hear about is the stuff that we try and work on to do to be better people, better humans, better men. This is what we're going to be talking about in King Conversation. So you'll have me on for a few minutes tonight. I wanted to share a few things with you, letting people log on here at this time. All right, what's up, Noop? Reverend Isaiah Harvin. He is on tonight on the Facebook. Appreciate you, good brother. He was featured in the May birthday bonus issue. Go check him out. He has a lot of great words of wisdom. He shares daily verses and motivations to anybody who listens. I appreciate the brother and for all that you do. Thank you, good Noop. Appreciate you. MK Wiggins, what's going on over there? Right to Style, what's going on? Appreciate you joining, talking to you. One thing I want to get started with before we get moving, I got to get better at this. I'm starting to pick up sponsors and partnerships, you all. So if you got a business out there and you want to be part of this thing that's moving on Off the Bench, the magazine, let me know. We'll get you into a situation. But one of my first partnerships actually was a client of mine, a speaking client who's a sports psychologist. She's been on the show talking about mental health, about the mindset and the game and the coaching. It's Dr. Delise Coffee. She was on probably a few weeks ago talking about her thing. Well, we have come to a partnership whereby we are promoting what we're calling now the OTB Mental Game Coaching Telehealth Program. Talking about telehealth program for athletes or parents of athletes who want to get some help and some coaching from a sports psychologist who focuses a lot of her work in the sports arena. She is a well-accomplished, high-level achieving athlete and a bomb psychologist all the way around. So you definitely want to reach her. What we're doing, we have a telehealth program. And right now, what you would do is just go to offthebenchmagazine.com, contact me. We'll put you in contact with Dr. Coffee, and you all can go from there and talk about what you need to talk about. Spend some time with your kid. I mean, what else do you need to see? We've got athletes. I almost said the wrong word. I forgot I'm live. My mama's on the show, but tapping out in the middle of competitions, like high level. People are saying, I'm having an issue and I need to not do this. I need to get some help and seek some help. We applaud them on one hand. Unfortunately, the sports talking head and those who have issue with people of color are slamming folks on the other side. Like, how could you do this? How could you, how could you step out of the gymnastic competition? We're depending on you to help us win medals. That alone is a whole selfish statement. Like, she ain't got enough medals. Like, she ain't done enough already. She's still the GOAT. And she taps out because she just burned out. And while we are starting to see that this is a common occurrence, people like Dr. Coffee will tell you that it's a highly common occurrence. You just don't know about it. So we want to catch that early. So if you're a young player, athlete is having issues all the way to high school, college, whatever, and you need somebody to talk to, hit up Dr. Coffee. Go to offthebenchmagazine.com, hit the comments, put you in touch with her. You guys can set up a telehealth conversation, talk about what's going on with your sport and your child. All right, that's that. Have other sponsors and partnerships come up down the road. I got a cigar company coming. There is a wine company coming. Yo, I can't wait. Talking about lifestyle. When that is official, I will let you know how to get at it and how to buy it, how to support, because that's what we're doing here on King's Conversation. All right, let's move in on thing. What's going on Facebook? What's up? Mama Sands is on. What's up, J-Bone? So let's talk about our King Conversation tonight. As you know, we want to have some discussions, if you will, I'm going to share with you tonight. So one of the things I like to do is get out and just hang out with the bros, right? And just get together and have a conversation about what's going on in life. How's everybody doing? The question everybody's asking, how are you doing? And we all know now that question isn't just, I'm doing okay. If people are really concerned about you, they're asking the real question, like, how are you doing for real? Like, what is up? Everywhere. Personal, business, success, struggles. What are you dealing with? And so tonight I was able to meet with two, I'm going to call them young battle cats. They out here in the intelligence business and they have their own companies and they are doing the doggone thing, right? I've watched them come up. I'm seeing them. We sit and conversate. I'm at the table. So I'm like the OG in the room at this point. They're in their 40s. And one of the guys comes to me to work today. It's like, man, I'm under a lot of stress. And I'm like, okay, what's up? So let's get together, have dinner. He said, let's go out to eat. So we go out and another brother shows up and he comes in and we're sitting at the table having conversations. And so it was just really, really cool to be out chilling, having conversation with no real agenda, but to talk to one another and see what is going on so we can talk about some stuff. And I'm gonna let you know right now, I was going to record. You know me, I'm going to go live. I'm going to break it off in a heartbeat. I do what I do. I had a feeling that the conversation probably something that you didn't need to hear all of. Again, we're going to have the conversations online, which you can understand, but we know that the real put your armor down, put it on the table. Don't judge me. I'm not judging you. Conversations are happening offline. So I'm going to give you the synopsis and briefing of what happened and why the conversation was so necessary and why we as kings need to continue to have this conversation. Those who support kings should encourage their king, young prince, to have these conversations with other people, other men. All right, so let's get into the first topic. The first topic we talked about tonight was kings in business. These young Thundercats out here making moves and power moves and in an environment that is predominantly white, held by a lot of major corporations. There's room to eat, but they don't let you eat a lot, right? They don't let you grow too big. And one of the young brothers who I was talking to tonight was this like stressing out. He had a glass of wine. He's talking like, man, today's my last day. I was like, did you quit? He's like, no, I'm moving contract. I still don't get that. I lost the contract, but I got another contract. Okay, well, then you're still working. So he said, I got a new contract, new location. But man, I found out some very disturbing news today. I found out that people were really gunning for me. Like I'm checking out and leaving and they really were gunning for me. Like they were trying to set me up. Like Marion Barry set up. Like, yo, she set me up. And he was shocked. He was just like, blown by it. And I'm like, bruh, did you not see things happening? Were you totally unawares? What were you doing that you were so focused that you didn't know what was going on around you? I'm asking the question. And he was like, man, I just do my job. I didn't interact with people. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm focusing or whatever. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't understand really how your environment works, but I know that there's a lot of backstabbing, a lot of mountain climbing, a lot of let me get to the next level going on in this industry. And I'm like, okay, well, who are you partnering with? Who's watching your back? Who's got your six and who you watching? So we had this conversation, but what I was more taken by was how blown the young brother was because it was happening to him. He's a good dude. Like he's a good dude. I don't hang with dudes that ain't good dudes. He's doing a great job. You know, someone had to have a closed door with him and like, yo, I appreciate you, hate to see you go. I know you're right, but let me just hip you to the game, young sir, as you continue to grow and go. And so he had to sit with that. And we sat at the table with that. I'm like, oh, well, this is going to be a heavy conversation. So I turned to the other young Thundercat. I was like, yo, what's going on with you, man? I'm under a lot of stress. That's exactly what I did. I said, okay, well, shoot, let's go. And it was business related. Most of it. Growth, dreams, aspirations, not getting where he needs to go, family stuff, just a lot of stress. He's not a one-man shop, but he sometimes operates like he's a one-man shop. And he's fought so hard as a one-man shop, it's kind of hard to like let things go and grow. So he's under a lot of stress, under pressure, because now he's gotten elevated and now there's bigger expectations on him. And he has big dreams. A lot of big dreams. Dude is dreaming. So I'm like, okay, cool. So what are you doing for the stress? What are you doing for the mental break? What are you doing to handle this pressure? And so we sat on it for a little while. Then, of course, it's my turn. It's like, hey, Mark, what's going on with you? Wait a minute. If you've been following along for the past 2 years, I've been dealing with some stuff. But I was able to brief them on what's going on with me. Again, didn't seem as serious as their stuff, but it was still my stuff. And to be able to share with somebody who understood what I had been going through, to be able to have counsel and comfort with these two dudes to help me. Now, remember, I'm the OG. They're young cats. It don't matter. They knew something about this environment, this culture that I did not know, that I needed to know. And sitting down as kings, we're going to share information with one another, not in a judgment situation, but so you can do better situation. Don't make these dumbass mistakes again. Be awake. Literally, you cannot let this happen. So we kept talking about business and where they wanted to go, and they were developing networks and other owners, Black owners of IT companies, getting together, partnering, learning the game, sharing the knowledge. And so that was like huge. And so I'm listening to them talk about the growth of the business and how they can do it and whatever. So I asked the natural next question. Because one guy says, I can see all the companies come together. We're going after these contracts. We can be like the major companies. And I said, good brother, I got one question. I got one question only. How that going to work when Black people don't work together? I paraphrase, but you get the point. He's like, yeah, that's the issue. Everybody's not on the same page. And I sit there and just go, how sad that we all can't sit on and get together and work in a common goal when there's plenty of food for everybody to eat. But I got to stab you in the back. I got to set you up so I can get ahead. Think I'm getting ahead. And this industry is so small. Everybody remembers everybody. You will meet somebody going around this circle. Trust and believe. You set them up over here. You come back around. They're going to have a chance to set you right back, and they're going to do it. That's how this environment works. And so we sat there and had this conversation, and I got to hear their dreams and of what they wanted to do. And I don't know if I added anything to the conversation or gave them any direction. They gave me some. Because that's what kings do, right? We share information back and forth. But it's really more about the getting together. And we just chatted it up. I mean, literally, I just finished running home to get online. Like three hours we sat together. And they don't ever sit this long. One bro don't ever sit out more than an hour and a half. He got to go. Fine, whatever. But we sat there and chatted. It's amazing how we can get together and have this conversation. Hopefully somebody can run and do more with it. So we're talking about business, being a king in business. There's going to be more on this topic. I actually want to have a panel discussion with these young Thundercat IT brothers to sit down to discuss what does it take to do what you do and how would you do it so other people can come along and get some game. For those who understand, get some knowledge, some practical insight. We want to get some game. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up in a minute. Topic number 2. We're talking about the struggles of business, which led to the stress that they were both dealing with, the struggle. We talked about the struggle of friendships, the struggle of backstabbers, the struggle of growth, haters. You out here doing your best impersonation of you being successful, and someone has something to say about it. Someone has something they want to jam you up and not let you be successful. You got to ignore the noise, right? You've got to go do your game. And it's difficult. It's hard. It's lonely at the top. I mean, it's lonely growing these businesses. It's lonely out here trying to make it go, but you've got to fight through. And they were having some real struggles with balance, work-life balance, family life, mental health balance in life. Like taking time out from what you're doing just to breathe for a moment. Mark, what's going on with the magazine? Man, I'm working here and working there. And then, when I get the magazine done, I don't feel like doing nothing for 2 days. I try to sit back now and relax and just do something that doesn't require me to do anything for the magazine and keep it moving. I need to not have balance, but have more equity when it comes to my mental health, when it comes to just my simple health. When I was in Atlanta, if you were following along, it's hot on these lights today. When I was in Atlanta, I was able to take a day off and tour the city. And I got to talk to a guy you saw who runs the Madam C.J. Walker Museum. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never been so excited and proud about my heritage than that moment. Like, I'm in a spot where Madam C.J. Walker worked. We read about her. She got a stamp. Dr. King had his office around the corner. The CLC's up the street. Ebenezer's down the street. Morehouse is on down the street. Like, you in the seat of all this Black history, and his brother's trying to keep it alive. But I wouldn't have seen those things had I not taken time for myself. I went to the 24-hour spa, the Jeju Sauna Spa. I was there for about 5 hours. That's what I do. But it's necessary to help you deal with the struggles in business. And so as kings, we have this conversation. I'm asking, yo, bro, what you doing about your workout plan? I know you're trying to drop some LBs. What happened? I say you drop some, but we need to continue to work on what's going on with that. And everything related back to the business of stress, everything related back to not being able to find the balance and whatever. What I do know about the conversation, while there was no judgment, oh my God, you got to go. Because I'm sitting here looking at my pooch. I'm like, yo, I got to get ready for the summer. Oh, wait, the summer will get the body I give it. I got to get in shape, right? In my mind, all I can say to the brothers were just keep going, bro. Just keep going. We here for you. We here for you. You're not racing for me. You're racing for your kids. You're racing for your life. You're racing for your own legacy. I'm just here to support. There's no way I'm judging you, right? See, I'm gonna get back to it and get back to it. All I want to know is that you went. I'm not caring that you're trying to get back to it. Let me know when you get there. Let me know when you get back to the routine and get back to doing stuff that you're supposed to do, because that's the important thing. Again, being transparent at the table, talking about these business struggles and how they're going to overcome them and how they're going to work them. So again, that all ties into the King conversation tonight. Moving on to topic number 3. Laugh and laugh some more. If you know me for any amount of time, you know I love to laugh. I love to laugh. I laugh at everything. Everything's funny to me. I'm funny at myself. I have no problems laughing at myself. I'll laugh at you. After I check that you're okay, though. I'm going to see that you're okay first, but I'm going to laugh at you, and then I'm going to be there to support you. But just general laughter for no good reason is good for the soul. One of the benefits for kings getting together is to put the stuff down, tell stories, and laugh our behinds off. The one brother who he's always straight serious, he's all this, that, and the third. I have never seen him laugh so hard like we did tonight. Like, it was worth the trip. We all telling stories and reminiscing and going back and laughing. Did that happen? Oh my God, did that happen? It was hilarious. And just laughing for no reason. The belly laugh was so good for the soul. That's what we did tonight. Just to hear my dude laugh tonight was, again, worth the trip and getting together and hanging out. So if you have kings out there that you are in connections with or support, encourage your kings to go get with other kings and hang out. Get to the happy hour. Okay, great. We're gonna eat a little, drink a little, maybe grab a cigar or something, or not, and just sit there and chill, laugh, and then go home. Again, did it solve all their problems tonight? Absolutely not. But what it did do, it gave a moment for breath and expansion and creativity to seep in to handle their problems, to take their problems away for just a brief moment of belly laugh and not to be concerned, so creativity could jump in, because right now creativity cannot get in. The bandwidth's too tight with all the extra mess we hold it on to. Me included. I'm sliding out the table. We got that laugh. I almost had one of them laughs. We had to get up from the table and run. Oh, we had a high-end steak joint. I'm over there cutting up. They're like, Mark, we can't take you nowhere. I know. Don't worry about it. It's all good. But it was just a great way to end the night. It was a great way to end the night with just some laughter. So that was the King conversations for tonight. I just want to share with you what these are looking like. I have them all the time. And I want to come back and report so you can share to your kings, and maybe some kings will listen to this conversation and seek out other kings. Hit me up. I'm still looking for people to get on the show and talk about what's going on in your world. You want to get into our conversation, hit me up. Something's going to happen out this way. I believe that this platform is going to open up a lot of opportunities for other young kings, growing kings, old kings, OG kings, anybody who's willing to have the conversation I want to hear, because that's what's going to help us be better. Everybody say better, right? So that's what that. So let me leave you with the last thing. I didn't put up there. The King's Decree. Here's the King's Decree. The King's Decree is simply this. If you have a situation where you go hang out with your dudes, and you get up from the table, everybody's dapping, and you go, man, this was so good, man. We need to do this again. Please understand that you don't do it enough. Stop BSing and do it again real soon. The moment that you get up and say, man, I don't know why we don't get together. Stop playing. Schedule the next one. Make it happen. You scheduled everything else out in your life. One dude had a call coming in at 5:10 because he was going to be free at 5:10. I'm sorry, why you scheduling calls at 5:10? You weren't free at 5:09, but you're free at 5:10. Then you can schedule a get together to discuss, to share, to laugh, and to grow. As a king, then you need to do that. That's it for the King's Conversation tonight. I am Mark Wiggins. Be sure that you all subscribe to the magazine, the Off the Bench magazine. The August, Lord, these months are flying. The August issue is dropping on the 5th. It's going to be a good one. Yo, this is going to be a hot one. I can't wait. If you have not subscribed, please go to offthebenchmagazine.com and subscribe. Or if you're on Instagram, go to OTB Magazine. Hit the link tree, and subscribe there. And if you're even on Speakerman 87, be sure to subscribe to OTB Magazine, but you can also go to the links and subscribe to the magazine there. Don't miss another issue. We've got stuff coming down the road. There's also our Woke Wednesday. Woke Wednesday is a 2-minute message from your boy every Wednesday. Y'all, I have done these every Wednesday since December. That's a lot. That's a lot of 2 minutes. I don't know how many minutes it is, but it's a lot of 2 minutes of motivation, because sometimes all you need is a hot second or two to get motivated. And those people are looking forward to those Woke Wednesdays. We're going to expand it. We're adding in tips and tricks from our contributing writers with some extra tips for you. There will be looking to schedule an event in November. Stay posted for that. That will be an off the bench holiday mixer event. Subscribers to the magazine, stand by. We have something special for you on that one. So make sure that you are involved and don't miss another issue. So as always, you know, I guess can I use that on this? It's my show. Hey, listen, if you can reach your dreams with a step ladder, then they're probably too low. Kings, go be kings. I'm out.